What is up, Obscure Mic people? It's Bart coming at you. And we've got some white sandy beaches going on in the Obscure studios today. Not really beaches, but we've got the Whitesand WSL4 4-channel audio mixer from Whitesand Portable Mixer Interface USB interface function. Yeah, lots more we could say there, but we're not gonna. Wow, this is, I haven't even opened this yet. Still in the plastic. Whitesand did send it over for review. And I do love mixers, so I said, hell yes, Whitesand, let's do it. Let's go ahead and unbox it and stuff and see how it sounds and compare it to, right now we're using the Yamaha AG06 Mark II and the SM58. So we'll plug the SM58 into this thing, see how it works, how it does, and get on with our freaking lives. Let's go to the B-roll. Let's go ahead and rip open some plastic. Assess this thing. Talk about it. Is it good? Is it bad? What do we know? What do we not? What's the answer to life? White sand. White sand in my hand. White sand. Rock sand. White sand. Sorry about all this. It's just who I am. I know who I am. All right. We're halfway there. That's what she said. Open up the back. Let's look at some of this too. We got specs and stuff. We got electronically balanced, 125 dBu, mic EIN. Interesting, all those different EINs there. Trim range, 0 to +10. Mid-level, blah, blah, blah. Max output, +22. Signal noise, 112, blah, 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 blah. All we want to know is, does it work? And does it power the mics? And does it sound pretty much transparent? Anything like that? Oh, man, it's got a power adapter. I don't want to do that. I don't like messing with power adapters, bruh. All right, so we got documentation here. We've got a power adapter. Man. See, that's bus powered is always going to get an extra point on the BB-SAR. Every time. Every dang time. All right. Mixer's out. Okay. Pleasantly surprised at the build quality. It feels pretty good, and it is pretty thin. Not a thick boy, and it does feel very cold because it is mostly metal. The sides are plastic. Top is metal. But again, it feels good. Feels good. On the back of the device, we've got a power button on and off. That's always nice. Then we got our AC adapter here. I really do like how thin this is. This is a really sleek little unit. That's what she might have said. I do not like when the USB connection is up top like this. Just never really been a fan of that. Don't love it. Not to mention, we don't get a USB cable here that I see. Not seeing one. So that's not great. That means I have to hunt one down so we can plug this up and check it out. So again, a nice little mixer though. And you know what? 48 volts phantom power independently. That's an instant like, okay, you know, you got my attention a little bit. Again, not bus powered. Dang it. But let's hook it up and see what we got. Okay, we've got the Whitesand mixer plugged in. It is indeed not bus powered. And the knobs here, they do not have a unity click. So I dialed them in as close to unity as possible. First things first, we have an effects button here that if I turn that up, we're going to get all kinds of room reverb and stuff like that. The headphone out is adequate, definitely pushing my Sennheisers just fine, which they're 32 ohm, they're nothing special, but it's doing just fine at about 1 to 2 o'clock and plenty of headroom there. We've got the gain pretty much cranked, not all the way, just, you know, about the same. Maybe a little heavier than the Yamaha AG06. We got the high Z button. We got the 48 volts independent phantom power, which is really cool. We've got some mono and stereo outs with these 3 and 4s. We got stereo outs here. We got record out RCAs there. It's pretty basic. It's pretty small. We've got a power clip and signal level. Those aren't really doing anything that I see. The power's on. I don't see anything with the signal level, but we are getting a plenty hot signal out of the SM58. And yeah, that's that. And the USB connection is working. We've also got Bluetooth, if you can't see that there, little Bluetooth logo there. So we can do that as well. And then we have DSP. It's pushing this fine, and it's not overly noisy as far as the preamps go. Again, I've got a heater on in the studio. It's actually doing pretty well as far as like the preamp goes. It's not really hissy. I'm not hearing a lot of like white noise. Granted, there's a heater on in the studio, but it seems to be doing a pretty good job so far of pushing the SM58, which I've got plenty of room to go. I imagine it would push the SM7B just fine. I've got it here in the studio, but no, it's right beside me. So we might as well do it. So let's go ahead. I apparently just always keep this thing beside me. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn the volume level up. Really no problem pushing the SM7B either. I've got the gain probably at about 85%. I've got the level at probably 80%. So really no problem. I don't have phantom power on. We got the bypass on the SM7DB. Pushing it just fine. No worries, no issues. Not a bad little mixer so far. Not a bad little mixer at all. Let's go back to the SM58 because it's mounted. We proved that we could do this with the Whitesand WSL4 mixer. Also need to tell you the price of this thing. This thing's $56. $56. I'm going to be just honest as all get out. The build quality is pretty good. I know that it is, it's nothing super special, but we do have combo jacks on the XLRs, and we have lots of ins and outs and DSP, and I'm honestly just quite surprised that this thing is $56. That's a pretty good deal for independent phantom power, 2 XLRs, DSP, everything that comes here. The headphone amp's fine. It sounds pretty damn close to being as natural and as transparent as the AG06 Mark II. It's things like this that just kind of sometimes, man, like if you're just running a simple production, this $56 mixer is it's going to get it done for you. One of the cons, though, the AC adapter is ridiculously short. It's like 2 feet long, 2.5. Well, it's probably 3. It's probably 3 feet long. Luckily, it's a pretty average basic cord. I'm sure you can find another one longer for, pretty cheap price. But $56, don't hate it. Let's play around with some DSP real quick. Means we're going to have to turn the effects up on some of these. But right now, we've got like a hall reverb. Oh, boy. There's another. Does it need to stop before it takes it, or there we go? I don't know. Oh, there's a clicky button. Okay, so clicky button here. Gotcha. 3. I'm not going to go through all these hall room reverb delay ping pong echo. Let's see if we got anything like. Is there anything cool? Karaoke 60 through 69. I like the turn knob. It's cool. All right, so now we've got karaoke. This is interesting. Let's go ahead and I'm going to turn the effects up. Oh, it gets all reverby. So this is no effects, and this is heavy petting zoo. No, this is karaoke. I don't know what that's all about. 61. We got a lot of different karaoke sounds, and they're apparently just a little different, each one of them, which is typically what these things do. What about pitch? Let's go straight to 70. Now we're on 70. Oh, we got the robot shit. Hell yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. 71. Oh, there's a different pitch. A little fancier robot. Does this go? Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. God. Okay. 72. A little higher pitched. 73. 73. 74. 74. Yeah. All right. That's a weird one. I don't like that. 76. We're not going to go through all, but the pitches are fun. Let's go straight to 9. 79. Oh, yeah. It's a baby, baby. Chorus. 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 Ooh, that's bad. Tremolo. 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 Flange. Oh. So today. Oh, wait. I got this. Come on down to Barker's Used Cars on Obscure Road. Saturday, big sale, cash back. Oh, we have auto-tune. We have auto-tune. Auto-tune. That doesn't do much. Auto-tune. Auto-tune. That's some weak-ass auto-tune, I'll tell you that. Don't like any of it. Whatever. Let's turn the effects off. The effects are just kind of your typical DSP effects. Nothing great, nothing special. The fact that you have a 2-band EQ, which I could, crank up the low end on this thing and get a little deeper. That was actually the high end. I'm just too excited. I can crank up the low end and get a little deeper. So, I mean, you can add a touch of EQ on there. You can play around with the DSP stuff. It's fine. You do whatever you want. You do you. But the truth of the matter here is this is a pretty good little mixer for $56 for general purposes, for videos, for music, for, anything you want to do with it, but you don't necessarily need DSP. You're okay with the power adapter. You're okay with that USB on top. It's not offering anything groundbreaking or new, but what it's offering is a great price for a very highly functional mixer that is PC compatible and Bluetooth compatible and would make a great podcast machine, YouTube machine, demoing music with this thing. It's got everything you need for all that stuff. And I'm pretty impressed for $56. So on the, you know what I'm going to say, right? A BB SAR. We're going to give this little Whitesand WSL4 mixer, because it's $56 and the build quality, seriously, the build quality is excellent. And I've heard no weird noises come out of this thing, no interference, nothing wonky. It just seems to simply work, and I'm going to give it, because of that, an 8. It is a very strong buy for $56. Audio interfaces, folks, one channel. Like, the starting point is $50 pretty much for anything decent. This is 2-channel that offers a heck of a lot more than most interfaces at $50 to $100, and it's $56. That is pretty dang cool. I mean, I just have no qualms. The asking price is simply correct. It is so correct. They could ask more. They could do 79. They could do 89. And, the score would be lower, obviously. But at 56 freaking bucks, like, what a steal. And I really, really love the form factor. And it's heavy, and it stays on the desk. This is a nice mixer. Like, legitimately, I'd have no qualms using this full time if I wasn't spoiled and have other cool stuff sent to me all the time. But this is a good one, man. This is one of the better little mixers, especially on the cheap side, that I've seen in quite some time. Whitesand, excellent job. I don't know if you built it or if you just slapped your name on it, but this is a pretty solid freaking little mixer. So Obscure Mics, gave it an 8 on the BB SAR. I really enjoy it. I think if you're looking for something just functional that'll drive any mic you want to drive, independent phantom power, just the list goes on. It's a very good buy. Very, very good buy. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm impressed, man. I love this kind of stuff because this is good enough gear. That's what I like to call it. Good enough gear. It's geg. This is some geg right here. Geg on it. Yeah. Obscure Mics. Peace out.